Right guys, today I'm going to be suffering with light a little bit, so we'll do the best we can. Right now I'm chilling out at home in the warm, but in a minute going to be going out as one of the guys' car's window wipers broke earlier on, so going to be fitting a wiper motor to a Freelander 1. So yeah, stay tuned. Right guys, the first step of obviously changing your wiper motor is to remove the wiper arms with the 13mm nut you can see there. There's usually a plastic cover over the top of them. You can pop that out with a small flathead screwdriver and it'll come straight out. What I'll do is I'll get the wiper arms off and then I'll show you what else you need to do. Right guys, you can hear the generator rumbling away in the back to give us some light. What you do is under here, get a bit of a flathead in there. It can be tricky, especially with one hand, but you can get it in there and it will come out just like that. And they always flirt just like that as well. Luckily there's not a lot of stuff in the floor in the garage that can easily be found. And then remove the wiper blade, 13mm socket, there you go, 13 straight on the nut. Obviously this is the one that is defective because this is the side that has broken. You loosen off the nut. There's only a small pinch on these, so you just literally crack it off, then you can literally wind it out with your fingers with the socket, and there you go. Obviously catch your nuts because you will need them, just like to your missus, you're no use without them. I'll try and do it one-handed for you guys, but I can't promise anything. What you do is you press it down to take the tension off the spring, and then you give it a wiggle, but you do need two hands, so I'll get back to you on the next steps of the video. Right guys, now to remove these little push pins, what you need to do is you need to get the centre started, just like this, all the way around, and then what you do is you come in with a pair of pliers and you pull the centre out, and it'll come, sometimes it comes out together, like other times you'll pull the centre out and you have to remove the rest of it. But keep these, you will need them for later. And there is one there, one there, two in the centre, and then one across the other end over there. There's no point to me showing you how to remove them all because it's the same procedure for all of them. Right guys, on this one we are blessed with having a split in the middle, so you only have to take half of it off. But on other ones you do have a full one-piece one, like my old Freelander. This piece of rubber here, you have to pull that off. Obviously you don't have to pull it all the way. Now with the pins removed, you can just lift that up, and what it has to do is you lift it up and you twist it up the windscreen and out it comes. There you go, there's the parts, and that will give you access to the one bolt there, the middle one there, and the other one there. And as typical, the wipers, you always find out they break in the rain, and usually in the fucking dark like it has now. So you always end up out here repairing it in the rain and in the dark. There we go, you remove this plug, you squeeze and it comes apart. Then you need a 10mm socket on a ratchet. Right, obviously you just get on, they're not very tight at all, and then straight onto this one, and then literally crack them off, and then they are literally finger tight. You undo these three. Obviously, again, it goes without saying, save the bolts, because you will need them. Right, once them three are all done, all you do is you grab the motor, give it a little bit of a wiggle, and it comes straight out. And as you can see, the arm has come completely off, and you can see where it's been bodged before. There we go. Right guys, here is the replacement motor. It is out of a working car. It is second hand. You can buy new if you want to, but the age of the vehicle, not really worth it. Yeah, the fitment is the reversal of the removing of it. So we'll give it a go one-handed. If not, I have got an assistant here, but I'll try and do it to show how easy it can be done. Feed it in, and there you go. It's in place, as easy as that. Now what you do is you replace the 3 bolts. One there, one there, and one over here when I pick up a bolt. And then what I do before I tighten it up, I feed out the wire for the wiper motor, because the last thing you want to do is have that tangled around the bottom and you not be able to get to it, and you have to take it back out again just because of the wire. So what I do is I always plug it in ready, and then I just pinch up the bolts. These don't need to be crazy tight. I usually wind them in by hand, and then give them a little pinch with the ratchet. And as you can see how dark it is. And there you go. And then you get your ratchet and just give them a little pinch. Don't go crazy. It is only a small thread. It doesn't deal with a lot of strain. Just a little pinch is enough. Right guys, now the motor is in, it's now time to replace the plastic scuttle. And what you do is it comes up here, goes into the side of the wing, which is kind of hard to see because it's dark, goes in there, over here, give it a bit of a wiggle and a jiggle, and it will come down nicely where she's meant to sit. And then what you do is with the push pins, you get them like that, line up the square hole and feed it in. They do go in, they can be fiddly and a bit of a ball ache, but they go in quite nicely. Then all you do to drive them home and lock them in place is you push the centre in, just like so. It does go to mention, these little plastic pins are useless and brittle, so be very careful with them, as getting replacement ones to fit the hole can be a bit difficult because there's so many different sizes. We found it easier to go to a scrapyard and take them straight out of a Freelander to replace them with, and then you've got spares. Just like with my other video, them ones that are removed from the TD4 on the rock sliders, always save them because they come in handy. It's as if Land Rover had their own size, which I don't think they did, but they're stupid enough to do something like that. And there you go. Now what you need to do is you need to turn it on, put the wipers on, and make sure the motor returns back to its lower setting on its own. Right guys, what you're looking for is it'll go and return back to its bottom on its own. There you go, job done. Right guys, what you need to do is when refitting your wipers, they are splined, and what you need to do is you need to make sure you fit it so the wiper is just a little bit above the bottom of your windscreen, like so. So then it has room to move and operate within its limits. And that's how you refit it. And what you do is you put the nut, when I find it, you put the nut back on. And again, these don't have to be really cranked on. You don't have to swing off it like a monkey. All you do is you put it on, nip it up to finger tight, and connect the ratchet. Just give it a little bit of a pinch. There you go. Make sure there's no movement, and that's done. And then what you do is you replace the plastic cap, which will just push in place. I'll just find that. What you do is these little plastic caps inside the wiper arm, there's that notch, and on the cap there's a notch as well, and all you do is you put it in place and just push it home just like that. That's it. Repeat the other process, which I'll film in a minute, but there is a little bit of a different step you take. So yeah, back in a sec. For the driver's side, you fit it so it is a little bit above the passenger side blade, like so. Push it home, then what you do is you get the nut, and you just replace the nut, same as before. Start it off with your fingers, run it in with the socket, do it by hand. There's no point in wasting time with a ratchet at this point. Now what you do is with the ratchet, is just give it a little bit of a pinch down, make sure there's no movement, which there is a little bit, so a little bit more of a pinch. There we go, all movement gone. And then you will have to test them, but basically if they're set like that it will be fine, but I would recommend testing them. Then to replace this rubber, just feed it on. So here's the bonnet seal. And there you go. Be careful with this. This is the plunger for the car alarm. You do not want to break that if you can help it. And there you go guys. What you do is just wrap everything up, make sure you're not leaving any tools under the bonnet, make sure you placed everything where it goes, and that's the job done for now. And there we go, one job finished. Wiper blades in the rain, in the dark, and one happy customer. There we go. See you later guys. Keep it beastly.